Contemplating today's Gospel. Liturgical Day, Solemnity of the Most Sacred Heart of Jesus. The Gospel according to Matthew. At that time, Jesus exclaimed, "I give praise to you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth. For although you have hidden these things from the wise and the learned, you have revealed them to little ones. Yes, Father, such has been your gracious will. All things have been handed over to me by my Father. No one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and anyone to whom the Son wishes to reveal him. Come to me, all you who labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn from me, for I am meek and humble of heart, and you will find rest for yourselves. For my yoke is easy, and my burden light." Commentary by Friar Justo DÍAZ from Vatican City. Come to me, all you, take my yoke upon you, and learn from me. Today, the Lord offers us not an idea, but his open heart. His words, come, take, learn, are like three steps in the same experience. First, he calls us, because he knows that when man seeks himself far from God, he ends up weary of his own imagined greatness. Then, he gives us his yoke, not a crushing burden, but a bond of love that orders life. Finally, he invites us to learn from him, meek and humble, because only humility opens the door to a life with meaning and a true capacity to love and serve. St. Augustine understood this admirably. If the Most High humbled himself, why does man puff himself up? Whoever tries to exalt himself without Christ ends up breaking down inside. Whoever lowers himself to the stature of the humble one enters into the truth. And the truth does not humiliate man by destroying him, but by restoring him to his most beautiful form, that of a beloved child. The Gospel tells us precisely that the Father reveals his mysteries to the little ones. We do not enter the kingdom through self-sufficiency, but through the rediscovered humility of the believing heart. Thus, the rest that Jesus offers us is not escapism or indifference to the suffering of the world. It is the peace of one who no longer needs to defend their pride or sustain it with false justifications. It is a peace that allows us to love, to serve, to bear burdens, and to hope. The heart of Christ introduces us into history with a new freedom, steadfast in his friendship and bearers of his peace, unarmed and disarming. Therefore, going to Christ, to his heart, is a path of freedom and truth. Taking up his yoke is walking united to him. Learning from his heart is accepting that Christian greatness does not consist in dominating, but in serving communion and peace. Pope Leo XIV beautifully summed it up. It is the peace of the risen Christ, a peace that is unarmed and disarming, humble and persevering, a peace that comes from God, the God who loves us all unconditionally.